Hi, this is Anil and welcome to the video tutorial for the Learning Lad on C++ programming. So in this tutorial we're going to learn something about the pointers in C++. So what is a pointer? A pointer is a variable which contains the address of memory. So in the last tutorial we have learned about the address of operator, which is used to get the address where a variable is stored, and in this tutorial we're going to be creating the pointers which are going to store that address. So if you want to declare a pointer, first we need to specify something like data type. It's similar to the declaration of a variables. So here, just for the demonstration purpose, first I'm going to create a variable and I'm going to call it as age, and let's initialize this one to 24. And we're going to create another variable of type boolean, and it's going to be bool, and we're going to call it as human, and let's say equal to true. That's because I'm human. Alright, so now we have two variables. One is of type int and another one is of type boolean. So to create a pointer, first we need to specify the data type. So a data type of a pointer is nothing but the type of the variable whose address will be stored in this pointer. In this case, I'm going to create a pointer to store the address of this variable age, and since this age variable is of type integer, our pointer should be of type integer. So it's going to be int. Next, to tell the C++ that we are dealing with the pointers, we need to use this star operator and then the name of the pointer, and in this case I'm gonna call it as age ptr, age pointer, and that's it. And similarly, if you want to create a pointer to store the address of this human, which is of type bool, first we need to write the data type, the type of the variable whose address will be stored, which is bool, and then the star or the asterisk, and then human ptr, the name of the pointer. So you guys can give any name, and that's it. So before continuing further, let's have a recap on what we have done till now. A pointer is a variable which is used to store the address of another variable, and to declare a pointer we need to write the data type, which is the type of the variable whose address we want to store. For example, if you want to store the address of the integer variable, then the type of the pointer is going to be int, and similarly for float it's going to be float. If it is char, then it's going to be char, or boolean, it's going to be bool. Okay, next, to declare a pointer or to tell the C++ that we are working with a pointer, we're going to use a star operator, and then we need to specify the pointer name. So now once we have the pointers in our program, what we can do is we can initialize these pointers. It's similar to the initialization of the variables. So it's gonna be age ptr equal to the assignment operator, and also no need of this asterisk or the star here because we're not declaring it. And then we need to specify the address. So we can get the address of a variable by using this ampersand and then writing the variable name. So it's going to be age. Now this age ptr, the pointer, is going to contain the address of this variable age. And similarly, if you want to store the address of this variable human in this human ptr, the human pointer, it's going to be human ptr equal to and human. Yes, now these pointers are initialized. The next thing that we can do is we can print out the values of this variable age and the pointers. So I'm going to use a cout statement. So it's going to be age, then let's add arrow, and again it's going to be age ptr, and the end line I'm going to copy this one, don't make any spelling mistake. Alright, it's going to be age. I'm going to copy this one and paste it in the next line, and I'm going to change this one to human, and it's going to be human ptr. Alright, now I'm going to save this one, and I'm going to build and run this program. So you guys can see our age variable is going to contain a value of 24, and the address which is used to store that variable is 0x23fe4, and our human variable is containing a value true, which is 1, and the address which is containing that variable in memory is 0x23fe3. So now we have declared and initialized the pointers. The next thing is, what's the use of these pointers? By using these pointers, we can do the normal task that we do in our programs very easily, which we're gonna learn in the upcoming tutorials. And also in C++, some features are there which we can't use without using these pointers. For example, the dynamic memory allocation, where we need to use the pointers. And the next thing that I'm going to teach you is about the star operator, which is used to print out the values which are stored in the memory location specified in the pointers. So here I'm going to copy the previous cout statement, and here what we're going to do is we're going to change age, and then we're gonna use this age ptr, or this pointer to this variable age, and print out the value stored in this variable age. To do that, we're gonna use an operator called star. This star operator is called value at operator. Remember, so when we use it while declaring the pointer, it's just to indicate to the C++ that we are declaring a pointer, and when we use this while accessing the value stored in the memory address specified in the pointer, it is the value at operator. So here when we use the star operator, what it's going to do is it's going to get whatever the value stored in the memory location specified in this pointer. So our age pointer, or the age ptr pointer, is containing the address of this variable age. So when we use this star, it's going to get the value stored in this address, which is the value of this variable age. Alright, now I'm going to copy this and paste it the next line, and I'm going to change this one to human, and also it's going to be human ptr. So I'm going to save this one, I'm going to build and run this. So now you guys can see 24, which is stored in the memory address 0x23fe4, which is the value stored in this pointer, and this 1 is the value in this human variable, and which is stored in the memory location 0x23fe3, which is the value stored in this human ptr, or this human pointer, and we are printing the value of this variable age using that variable age, and also using the pointer which is containing the address of that variable age ptr, and the value of this human variable using the human variable, and also the pointer which is containing the address of that variable. So one more time, a pointer is a variable which contains the address of a variable, and so while declaring a pointer, we're going to use star to indicate C++ that we are working with pointers, and we can initialize a pointer by using the ampersand symbol, and to get the address of a variable we're going to use the ampersand symbol, and then we can use the star or the value at operator to get the value stored in the memory location specified in the pointer. So this is it, guys. This is about the basic things about the pointers, how to declare them, how to initialize them, and also how to access the values. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like my Facebook page at facebook.com/learninglad, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.